so welcome back, crew. Hey, and welcome back to another video, guys. So you guys is new to the channel. You're watching Resto's Mods Garage with CJ. And hey, today we're picking back up with the 55 Chevy pickup truck, and we're just gonna go and try to scuff up and paint a few miscellaneous parts. You guys know that where we're at on the cab if you've been watching the previous videos. So today we're basically going to go ahead and take off that brake booster. We're going to disassemble it. Last time you guys saw if you watched the video last week, we basically just going over the whole truck. We made some hydraulic lines for my power steering, my power steering and the rack and pinion and stuff. We also finished up the brake lines. We got a proportionate valve, and we actually did the lines going to the brake booster, going back all the way to the rear of the truck as far as the drum brakes. So now, and I tell you what, man, when you think you got everything painted or whatever, you go back and when you start going over your parts, when you start putting everything back together, you realize that you miss a few things. So that's fine. I kind of hate to go backwards and stuff, but hey, that's the process of when you're building these old trucks and stuff. And I'm gonna let you guys see basically one good thing is that I don't really have to do body work and stuff. I'm just gonna really scuff and paint it, okay, guys? And I just show you the small process that I'm gonna do as far as scuffing and painting. I always use Scuff It. You guys know that as well. So I'm gonna turn you guys around so you can see what we're gonna paint today. So this here, I have forgot about my license plate bracket, and it has a light here. I went on ahead and disassembled it. I'm painting, one thing too, I'm gonna paint these two different colors. Everything here as far as my hinge and my springs, they go in the cap. I believe I'm gonna paint those like the gunmetal gray, because it's gonna be a gray and a blue truck. Basically the accents is gonna be gray. So these parts here, I'm gonna paint gray or gunmetal. And then this here is my fifth, where my spare tire rack goes. So I'm gonna scuff this up as well. You never see it, but it's not really that bad. It's not, like rusted or chipped or anything. So I'm gonna scuff that up as well. And we're gonna paint that blue like the truck. And also, we're gonna take this brake booster off, the proportionate valve and everything. I'm gonna disassemble the brake booster, and we're gonna paint that blue as well. And as far as I know, I think that's all the parts that we need to paint. So let's go ahead and start disassembling this brake booster, get it on the bench, and we're gonna go ahead and start prepping it and getting ready for paint. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so I got everything out on the table. I went on ahead and disassembled my brake booster, and before I actually do any prepping, before I can prep my parts for my hinges, I need to clean this up really good, try to get all the grease and grime off of it. And well, I'm not going to try, I will get all the grease and grime off of it. I'll use my brush here, I'll clean up everything, and then we'll scuff it. So I'm going to go ahead and set you guys up so you can see a little bit of the process. And I take a wire brush and I clean all that stuff out really good. Just get all that dirt and grime. Alright guys, so for those of you that have been with me since the beginning, you guys basically know what this stuff here is. It's called Scuff It, and this is what I use to basically prep my parts for paint or for anything that's adhere to it. So we will be putting a slight coat of sealer on this as well, and also what the sealer does is actually protects it so it won't rust as well. So I'm not going to go over how to use Scuff It, because you guys can go back in my other videos and you can actually see. I made a video about the Scuff It and what I use it for. It works on plastic, aluminum, steel, everything. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and scuff the rest of these parts up using Scuff It, and a little bit goes a long way. And it's good for getting in small crevices and cracks that your sander and stuff can't get to. So we're going to go ahead and do all these parts here, and I'll definitely turn you guys back on once we get to the next process. Alright crew, so as you guys know, we're about to go ahead and put some sealer on the parts that's not already painted black. And there was a little bit of like rust prevention that I had to do to the brake booster, so we'll spread a brake booster as well to get everything nice and even, a coat of paint on there. So this is the black primer I use, and also I'm using this black primer as well because I only got like a pint of paint for the blue, and of course you guys know it takes a lot of paint to cover that blue, so this will help me in some coverage as well. Alright, so that's all we needed to do to cover that with that sealer. Alright, so I'll go ahead and let that dry for 15-20 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and put some color on it. Both of these items will be blue, and these items over here will be that gray color. So I'll probably paint the gray first, because I'm going to use the same paint gun and stuff. I'll clean my paint gun out, but I'll do the gray first, and then I'll come back and do the blue. Let's get to it. All right, crew, here we go. So we got everything, our parts all painted up nice and pretty. I tell you what, man, that Scuff It stuff really works good. I tell you, they really look good. My brake booster turned out really well. Now we're about to go ahead and put a couple of coats of clear on it. And like I said, man, it's awesome. You guys can do the same thing, man. I'm here in my little 2-bay garage, man. It is kind of crowded, but I got everything covered up, so won't get no overspray on it. And I also lift up the doors. As you guys see, I got it. Let me see if I can zoom in. It is actually 72 degrees, and I am burning up, but that's what you got to do, guys. I got plastic. I actually ran into my door by accident a couple of years ago, but I knocked the dents out and I put that plastic over there just for a little bit better insulation. So let's go ahead and get some clear on this, guys, and it'll be done. But I'm liking so far what I see. All right, crew, this is the last coat. I'm only gonna put 2 coats on these parts here because they are basically just hinges and stuff. So let's go ahead and get right to it. All right, crew, so here we are. We're finished painting the parts, and we also put several coats of clear coat on all of the parts. They turned out excellent. So we basically went through the process of scuffing them up, prepping them for paint, and this is what they look like, man. We did this here in the garage, guys. Just trying to finish up a few little detail parts so we can go ahead and start putting the 55 back together. Miscellaneous parts that I kind of forgot. I didn't forget, but I just haven't had time to get to them, but they turned out really well. So here we go. Took you guys through step-by-step process, man, and now we'll let them dry here today, and tomorrow or the next day we will, you know, reassemble them, put them back together, and we'll put them back on the truck. So this was a short video. I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Hey, and you guys, I keep, you know, stressing this and stressing it. I can't stress it, you know, enough. You guys can do the same thing that I'm doing here in the garage. The parts, they turned out just like I was in a paint booth. They're small parts, but they're just parts, miscellaneous parts that I wanted to get done without, you know, going to a paint booth and painting them. So I did it here in the garage, guys, over the weekend, and you guys can do the same thing. So thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I appreciate you, all you guys' support, all your love for watching my videos, and also those of you who have also went the extra mile and subscribed to my channel to help me out. So like I always tell people, guys, if you got a good cigar, a fast car, truck, smoke them if you got them, baby. CJ is out, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.